what are some of the themes that you're seeing right now?
I think the other theme is this, the Chinese names specifically, and you and I were talking about this a little bit, but I mean, this has been going on now for a little while, and we all know why, that they seem to be kind of coming out of, and we've thought this before, by the way, a lot of people have thought this many, many times, been very, very wrong. But it seems like, okay, restrictions are going to come down and we're going to start to see a little bit of an opening and all the rest of that. So certainly that I think is a theme. I mean, today, what was really rocking the NASDAQ today and why the NASDAQ performed, it was the Chinese names. It was names like Neti's up 10.5% and Baidu was up nearly 10% and PDD was up 8.5% and JD was up 7%. I mean, when you look at what was going on, all right, so what is really leading us? Well, it's a lot of it that I'm looking at. And I know there are other names that were having a pretty decent day, but I mean, those stood out for me. And they have been ripping, and they've been, Ryan, and one of the things, and this does go back to the UOA, but, you start looking at some of the Chinese names specifically, we haven't really seen a lot there. Although today we finally saw a monster trade in Baba, but outside Alibaba, but outside of that, it's been ETF, 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 ETF in China. And we're talking about 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 options hitting. Very, very consistently. I think today the buyer in Baba was about 10,000, but I can tell you in KWeb or in Asher or FXI, we have seen 30,000, 50,000,
right,
just monstrous trades coming in through there. And the consistency and bullish nature of what we're seeing. I mean, I just was looking at just November today, right? When I was sort of looking at some of the analysis of these Chinese names. I look at KWeb, it has hit 6 separate times. We're only at the 15th, right? I mean, we've hit 6 different unusual option activities of size that were all right.
Right.
I mean, I'm looking at it.
Keeps
KWeb,
going.
when KWeb first was getting the buyers in, the stock was 21. Today it's 27. I look over at Asher, it was 25. Now it's 28. I looked at FXI, it was 22. Now it's 24. 7 bullish hits in FXI. Pretty telling, I think.